Say hi, Beta. I just fed her Repashy. It's like 3 in the morning. Not having a good time sleeping, so I decided to see what babies are out. But this is my crested gecko. She is my flamed crested gecko. That's Beta. She tried to escape, of course, when I stuck her food bowl in. Of course, I just used a lemonade cap, but I gave her her blueberry Repashy, which she really likes. She likes the blueberry. Clary, on the other hand, I think Clary favors the watermelon, banana, and I think it's apricot. It's the one that she really likes. I have so many different flavors and mixtures of Repashy, Pangea, and just different flavored crested gecko foods. Like, I make sure they have a big variety of foods. But she loves her hide right there. That is Beta's favorite hide. I have her in a 5-gallon tank. Of course, she's only a baby, so this hide is perfect for her. Of course, when she'll get bigger, and then when she gets bigger, she will be getting more of a taller arboreal tank. Of course, this 5-gallon is actually perfect for her right now. As you can see, she's just a baby still. She's only about her little tail sticking up. She's only about 3 inches long. But yeah, she's still a baby, so she's got a lot of room to grow. And she will be getting a much taller tank. Because when I get her tank's going to be like from down there to about up here. I'm going to get her a cage. My crested geckos, their cages will be probably 2 foot by 2 foot by, I don't know, it will be like 24 by 20 or something. I think that's what the cages I saw. But they're going to be tall cages. I know some of them don't really need like a lot of tall spaces, but I'm going to spoil my babies. Same with Jace here. Jace is my golden gecko. I don't know where he's at right now. He was hunting. Just look, there's a cricket right there. But yeah, Jace is my golden gecko. All these guys, when I move, will have, like I said before, upgraded enclosures. He will also be getting a cage that will be 2 feet tall. Yeah, I don't see him. Of course, he blends in very well. I gotta watch it because he's pretty fast too. He must be at the bottom. I actually don't see him right now. But he is my golden gecko. He is such a very fast little guy. Well, he's not so little, but he's an aggressive eater. He loves to eat. And of course, you know, the enclosure next to him is Leona. She is my leopard gecko. She's just my normal leopard gecko. She must be in her hide. Yeah, with it being cold out and stuff, they've mostly been in their hides. But she's still young. She still has a lot of room to grow. She will be getting upgraded into she will be getting a 120-gallon enclosure. This is Bella's cage. She is my banded gecko, a banded toe gecko. She's in her hide, of course, as well. I'm going to try to see if I can catch them up later. but she will be... See, everybody was getting upgraded into new enclosures when I move. Their tanks will obviously be replaced. Now, Bella, she might just stay in this enclosure. It's 18 by 18 by, I think it's 20 or something. 18 by 18. 18 by 18 by something. I can't remember. I'm not going to remember some of the sizes. She might stay in the cage. She don't like... I had her in a bigger cage, and she did not really use the, like, most of the cage. I had her in a 10-gallon. And she just mostly, half the time, she just stays in her hide. She actually likes her small space. You know, it's a perfect size for her. Some reptiles, yeah, you think bigger enclosures are better, but for some reason, some reptiles prefer smaller spaces because for some reason, I don't know, they just feel more comfortable in them. Like sometimes you'll notice you hear other breeders and other reptile hobbyists on YouTube how, you know, their snakes were in bigger cages, but they were stopped eating, and as soon as they downsized them into smaller bins or rack bins and stuff, they start eating better. That's how it is with her. She, for some reason, is just doing better in this cube. Her cube Zoo Med cage, because I have Zoo Med cages and I have Exoterras, but she just prefers this cage, so she's gonna stay there. But the thing is, when I upgrade these three, Beta's cage will be used for Wednesday, because I'm going to take Wednesday out of the critter carrier and I'm going to put her in Beta's cage when I get Beta's new cage. And Jace's cage, I'm going to end up using his cage. I'm going to use his cage for Rain, because Rain, right now, she's a baby. She's only at about an inch and a half. She's like inch and a half. She's my new leopard gecko. She's about an inch and a half. So Rain will be upgraded into here as soon as I upgrade him. And then what I'll do with Leona's cage, I am planning on getting more Turkish geckos. So I'll get some Turkish geckos for in there. So Echo will end up going over there. Right now, Echo is in here with the 3 babies because he escaped out of his enclosure, which I don't know where he got to. He's somewhere in here, and it's like I really don't trust trying to open this cage right now because I don't trust him. So yeah, but since honestly I thought he got out and I couldn't find him for over a week. I thought he was dead. His cage was originally where Rain is, so I ended up buying Rain and put Rain in there because I thought, you know, Echo was dead. And well, apparently not, because I found him in my bathroom. But yeah, the babies are in here, and then Echo's in here. Hopefully I can get footage of all of them later. Well, if you watch my video before this one, you'll definitely see Echo, because I did a video about how I finally found Echo. Now, in this 5-gallon enclosure is my striped knee Aragog. If you watch some of my other videos, you will see him. This is not a good room tour video of my reptiles and tarantulas, because nobody is out. You guys are making me look horrible. He's in a 5-gallon tank. He really loves that cork bark. Like, that is his favorite den area. Same with Wednesday. Wednesday's in a critter carrier. She's also a Costa Rican striped knee. and her favorite thing is her cork bark as well. But with Wednesday, she actually burrowed the whole way down, because her substrate's up higher, and she's just burrowed really far down. Like I said, Wednesday's going to be going into beta's enclosure once I get beta upgraded. Everyone knows my favorite darling, my baby. There's the tip of her tail. That's Avery, my red iguana. She's bad. She just doesn't like nobody. She's a rescue. I'm working with her. She's not as skittish as when it comes to me. I can go near her cage. I can do certain things. Now, if anyone else goes near her cage, she will spaz out and freak out, and she's just a mess sometimes. Her cage is going to also be upgraded. I will be upgrading her to a 10-foot cage. So when I move, I'm getting a custom cage for her. This was just temporary. Because when I ordered her, when I got her online, I was expecting a baby iguana, not a juvenile iguana. So I was pretty shocked when I saw her size, because I was kind of expecting one a little bit smaller, because she was supposed to be a hatchling. So yeah, I was pretty shocked, but you know what, it's okay. No, the only thing is I'm a little upset about is because I wanted a hatchling, or a little bit older than a couple days older than a hatchling, or like a week or two older than a hatchling, because of being able to train them. When you have an iguana, the best thing to do is to get them young, because it's the best time to be able to train them, especially with handling them. And it's, I don't know, I just find it easier. So the older they are, it takes more work unless you have one that's already tamed. So if you are interested in iguanas, my best suggestion is either find a rescue that's already handleable and tamed, or try to get them pretty young so you can train them right off the start. Because iguanas are not just beginner pets. They're not just something, like a leopard gecko, where they're easier. Iguanas, you have to have patience. You gotta be calm. You gotta make sure you have the time and patience to work with them, because it does take a lot of loving and caring with these guys to be able to work with them. Let's see. My first pet at 15 was a green iguana, so I do know how to handle iguanas. Like, Avery is my third iguana. I had 2 other iguanas. When I was 15, I had a male and a female, so I know how to work with both kinds. Males can be a little more aggressive, but Avery is pretty aggressive herself for being a female. She's in shed right now. She's been shedding a lot. She's not really eating so much, so when she does eat, I get pretty excited. That's why when I saw her food bowl earlier, she ate half of it. I was pretty excited, because I'm kind of having problems with her eating. But I do know when iguanas shed, they can go up to a month without eating at times. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, if she goes without eating after she's done shedding and she still doesn't eat, then I'm probably going to take her to a vet to get checked. Just see, make sure everything's okay with her. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to iguanas, they are not for beginners. Down here is Cersei, which I don't know where she is. 21, she's probably back in this plant formation. I fed her a mouse 2-3 days ago. She was slithering around somewhere. She's a motley. She's very, very beautiful. Beautiful. I guess her colors are like a burgundy color. Something like that. She's very, very pretty. This is Rain. I just got her. She's a baby Mac leopard gecko. I can't wait. I'm going to pull her out tomorrow so you can see her beautiful coloring. So cute. So freaking adorable. Up there is Aragog. Not Aragog. Down there's Aragog. Okay, that used to be Aragog. I changed their names around. That's Autumn up there. That is my curly hair tarantula sling. Very cute little. I got the enclosure from Tarantula Cribs, which I'm going to be getting more for these slings. That sling is a lot bigger than these two. These are my Texas Tan slings. That's the reason why Autumn is up there. In that one, they also love to burrow. They are definitely burrowers because that one's burrowed a lot. These guys go back and forth. These are more terrestrial, I've noticed, because I don't see them burrowed as much as Autumn. But these are my Texas Tan Tarantula slings. A lot of times I see them out. Sometimes they go under their little cork barks that are in here. This one is Winter. I don't see Winter out right now. And then this is my other Texas Tan. This one is Night Fury. A lot of times Night Fury's out a lot more. And sorry about the chewing and the ruckus in the background, because that's Willow. Willow's up at this time of the night. She likes to drive me insane. I see that little pinhead still in there. And Night Fury's not out right now. Tender One Night Fury's probably right underneath that cork bark, which don't surprise me. They love being under their cork bark. But Pumpkin's always out. She's my Viculera. That is my pink-toed tarantula. Very beautiful species. She's done an amazing job on her webbing. I'm very impressed. I'm still impressed how she got the dirt all the way up on top of her webbing there. I didn't dump no dirt in there. She did that all on her own. She pulled out the dirt from her plant, so I gotta somehow get some soil and put it back in there, because that plant's growing really good, so I'm trying to keep it alive as much as I can while she's trying to kill it. But yeah, Viculera are arboreal tarantulas, a very beautiful species. I love the little pink little booties that they have on their little feet. They're so freaking cute. Love them, just freaking love them. Now, as she gets bigger, I probably will upgrade her cage. I probably definitely will do that. Now, see, with tarantulas, you don't need to put them in like very big like enclosures. They're very comfortable with having just a certain size of an enclosure, so you don't have to have a big huge cage when it comes to tarantulas. That enclosure right there will be perfect for her for a while. Same with Aragog. Aragog's in that 5-gallon. He will be loving that space for a long time. Same with Wednesday. Now Wednesday, the only reason I'm changing her out is because she's in a critter carrier. So of course I'm going to end up putting her in Beta's cage once I switch them around. And that's just because I don't want her staying in the critter carrier. Now once I take her Wednesday out of the critter carrier that she's in down there, I will be getting a juvenile, I think a Mexican red rump is I think I'm going to get next. So the Mexican red rump will end up in there until it gets bigger and I get a 5-gallon. Because my tarantulas will all end up in 5 gallons eventually. Or I'll get them Zoomed or Exoterra cages. I haven't decided what yet. Now this is my Tokay Gecko, Morticia. Of course, it's going to be hard to pick her up on camera right now because of where she's at. I have to sit back further. I don't know if my camera's gonna... There we go. There's Morticia. She's a vicious little thing. Not little, she's big. She's a nice big size. She will be getting upgraded. Even though I kind of upset to upgrade her because I just love how her cage looks, especially with that plant. Okay, it's kind of dying a little bit because it's growing up. Like, it's growing up real far because it's being pushed up against the screen and the heat lamp is just hitting that. But yeah, don't get it wrong. Her cage is not as small as you think it is. Her cage is a 20 by 20 by something. I think 20 by 20 by 24. I can't remember. It's just because of the way it kind of, trust me, I can't even get it all on fit. But yeah, it's not, it's just because it's she's on the low on the ground, but her cage is actually a decent sized cage. She loves this cage. I might just keep her in here for a while. I don't know. I might eventually get her a tall tank like this, like Lestat's. Because Lestat is in a, I can't get his all on camera either. He's in the 10-gallon long. And Lestat is a beautiful, beautiful green color. He's a rough green. And he is just a beautiful species. I'll get him on camera later. But if you just go back in watch my other videos, you will see him as well, him and Cersei. Those two are always trying to escape, I swear. This is Chestnut. They are my Arizona Blondie. Very, very beautiful specimen. They're out a lot. Rather than that, most of the time, during the day when the sun's out, no, they will be in their hide. But other than that, oh, that's where that other cricket got to. Smart, guys, smart. I was wondering what's going on. One cricket hiding behind the food dish, and the other one buried itself, so it doesn't get eaten. Nice going, guys. I'm gonna have to go in there later with tongs and chase them out, so my baby gets its food. So mean. Why you guys gotta be mean to Chestnut? Chestnut just wants to eat too, you know. Rude. Don't worry, Chestnut. Mommy will get him out later. Chestnut's just our baby. Chestnut will get a lot bigger, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. Chestnut's colors are a very beautiful tannish color. I can't wait until they get bigger. I can't wait to see the colors. I love the colors of Arizona Blondes. Now, they are terrestrial species. A lot of YouTubers, Arizona Blondies, I've seen, they burrow a lot. Like, they're fossorial. But, I don't know. Mine's not as fossorial. They're more terrestrial. So, I don't know. It's kind of a controversy about some of these species. But every species is different. Every spider is different. Every tarantula is different. They have their own little cute personalities. And mine just likes to be out. And they like to follow me around. Because every time I'm over here doing something, if they're in their hide, they just come right out. And they just sit here and watch what I'm doing. So I think it's pretty cool. They actually, I think, personally, in my crazy mind, even though it's probably just my imagination, that I actually think my spider likes me and just likes to watch me. But I like to think that way because my first tarantula I was 6 years old. I had a Mexican redleg. His name was Jed, but honestly, I don't think it was a he. Of course, back in those days, in the early 90s, there was not that much information as there is now on tarantulas, especially the Mexican redney, because they had it in a 10-gallon screen enclosure like that, and of course, you know, the old fancy skulls and caves and all that stuff, and of course it was eating live mice. But my tarantula used to come up to the side of the cage every day, and it would stick its little feet out of the little holes, and I would sit there and I would pet its foot like it was a caterpillar. Of course, my parents freaked out, thinking, it was gonna bite me through the screen, or its sitting cutting hairs were gonna get stuck in my finger. Like, they totally freaked out. Like, the first time they saw me doing that, they like grabbed me so quickly away from the cage. Like, I actually got so scared I started crying. Because, I was 6 years old. What did I know? This enclosure next to Chestnut, of course, I have cardboard here because my long-tailed grass lizard he's a-hole, shall we say. He likes to tease Chestnut, basically, because Zeus, he will sit here and he would run back and forth, and poor Chestnut would get so upset and worked up because, she thinks that's food. So I had to end up putting cardboard here because Zeus just wouldn't stop. He's bad. He's actually back there right now. If you can see his really closely. Let's see if my camera will focus in back there. Come on, camera. See, right back there, that little body figure is Zeus. Zeus is always back on this side teasing Chestnut because he's just rude like that. And of course, I also have a green anole in here, Lily. Yes, I do have them cohabiting together. You can cohab long-tailed grass lizards and anoles together. And they actually do quite well together in this little enclosure. I actually don't mind it. So I've just been keeping them in here. Zeus loves his little potted plant, and Lily loves being back in her bush area. She likes to climb up top normally. I don't know where she is right now. Those two, it's so hard to find these two. Obviously, we know where Zeus is. He's being a brat like always. 10-1 Lily's probably in this potted plant somewhere because, she just don't care. Now, over here is... Oh, there she is. There's Clary. That's my Harley Quinn crested gecko, Clary. She is so cute. Her and Beta are getting big so quickly. I can't wait to upgrade them into their new cages. Now, when I upgrade Clary, I'm thinking about getting a African blue lines skink. I'm going to start with the baby, of course. And they will be in this enclosure because, a lot of the 5 gallons I'm using as starter cages for babies. So I'm gonna get an African blue line skink. So that will be going into Clary's cage once I upgrade her, which I'm excited to do because she is getting so big so quick. She's so adorable. I'm gonna pull her out later today. I'm gonna pull out the cresties today to play with them. And I'm also going to pull out the leopard geckos to play with. So I will try to film that later. And of course, down here, we all know whose cage this is, next to the fish tank. And this is Daenerys. Daenerys is another one of my leopard geckos. Yes, all mine are female. Leona. Well, actually, I don't know about Rain yet because I have to check Rain, but Ming Ming, Leona, and Daenerys are all females because that's how I ordered them online. That's how I know most of the sexes are. I did double check on a lot of them, and they are female. I try to order mostly females. I'm going to wait to order the males once I move because I am going to order males, and some of them I am going to try to breed. Because honestly, where I live, it's actually hard to find some of these species. Or if you can find them, like the next time I'll go to the pet store, I'll show you guys. Like everyone says online, I watch all these, my favorite YouTuber channels, how this animal's cheap to buy and this animal's cheap to buy. Not where I live. For God's sake, the starting price of a leopard gecko at my pet store, no lie, is $50. And they go up to $130. Crested geckos, they start at $89 and they go up at my pet store. Ridiculous. I got them online for $39. I got my baby Max Snow. I just got that one online at LL Reptiles for $39. Because I was gonna go to my pet store, but I was like, you know what? The last time I went there, since they just had their Black Friday sales, the only ones that they have left right now are $100 or more. And their baby Max Snow ones, no lie, at my pet store, if you want to buy baby Max Snow, they are a freaking $130. And I'm not paying that for a leopard gecko. So I'm actually going to try to, when they get old enough, I'm actually going to try to breed some of these guys. So I'm going to eventually get another Max Snow. And I'm going to try to breed them. And I'm going to sell them for a decent price. Instead of my lunatic pet store that wants to sell them. Everything, like, there's nothing cheap there. Like the tarantulas. My Viculera I got for $20-some. I said it in other videos. And my Arizona Blondie I got for $20-some. My slings that I got, like, this is ridiculous, guys. Like, listen to this. I know I'm kind of rambling off here for a second, but this is the ridiculous part about my pet store. Okay, I have my 3 slings right now. The curly hair sling I got at Ella Reptiles online for $22, because curly hair tarantulas on Ella Reptiles are $22. At my pet store, they're selling them for $90. Jumping spiders at my pet store are $90 or more. The Viculeras, they're $109 starting with the slings at my pet store. I got them at Reptiles for, I think she was $23. The Arizona Blondie at my pet store are $80 right now. I got her for $24. My striped knee I got online for $30 at my pet store. They go for, I think it was $60 because it was like 59 something. And then the Texas tan slings at my pet store, they're the only ones that were cheap, because if everyone knows how Texas tans are in the tarantula hobby, not many people go for them because I don't know why. I think Texas tans are a very beautiful tan. They're considered the ugly tarantula in the hobby because they're just a normal brown tan spider, which it's a beautiful brown color, I would think. What's any different from the Arizona Blondie? The Arizona Blondies, yeah, they're a lighter tan, but they can get that way too. They were actually $25 each. But the point is, at my pet store, a lot of these species are up priced, and it's the only one around here for miles besides a Pecco and 2 super pets. And we all know super pets don't even carry half of these species that I have. So I'm actually going to become a breeder once I get my own house, which is coming up soon. I'm going to wait until spring to move because I'm not moving these guys during the winter. But I am moving soon, so I can't wait for that. But anyways, back to my child. This is Daenerys. You've seen her in so many videos. Like, she is my leopard gecko. I know I try not to favoritize some of my animals, but she is my favorite leopard gecko as of this moment, because she does let me handle her. She is one of my spoiled ones. Like, she's just so lovable. She's so freaking cute. Ming Ming's cute too. I want to try to get Ming Ming tamed. This is my marbled gecko, Rex. He lives in his forest. It's hard to capture him. A lot of times when I have him on video, you see him up on top of his screen, which I'm okay with, but I kind of want to be able to show you guys his actual body pattern, because with him, he kind of looks like a a mix between the tokay gecko and a Turkish gecko, house gecko type pattern. His pattern on him is very unique and very cool. So if anybody knows what marble geckos look like, oh, right there he is. Hey, Daddy! You're making Mommy look like a fool talking. Now, like I said, you can't really see his backside of his pattern, but he has the underside of his belly is that light color, kind of like the golden gecko / some of the Turkish geckos. But on his other side, the way his spots and stuff are, he kind of looks like Morticia, which I find very unique. But his coloring's the mixture of a golden gecko and the Turkish gecko, just because of the way the colors are. But this is Rex. He's my marbled gecko. He loves his little forest area. Oh my god, he just loves it. I just fed him earlier. You saying hi to Mom? Hi, BB. My boys can be very attention seeking. You gonna go down, buddy? Is really do not like my phone. There are still crickets running around his cage, so it wouldn't surprise me if he saw one. Oh, there he goes. Bye, BB. He's so beautiful. His favorite places, I have a, if you can kind of make out the shape of it, he has this, well, actually I can show you. Like that long piece, that big piece of wood, I have one down here for him. He freaking loves it. I'm going to be getting him also a really tall arboreal cage, and then I'm going to end up using his cage. I'm actually going to be getting a baby corn snake. So when I move, this will be for a baby corn snake. Of course, temporary until it gets bigger, but like I said, these types of cages are going to start being temporary enclosures for babies. Of course, as the babies get bigger, I will be changing them out to Zoomeds or Exoterra enclosures, whatever, or Zilla, whichever I feel like choosing for the animal. But sorry, there's bedding on top of here because Willow's up there making a mess again. She is my gerbil. She is bad and horrible, and she's up there all night long. She keeps me up. This is why I'm doing my video right now, because she keeps me up all night. She doesn't let me sleep for the life of me. There's my betta fish. Very beautiful. I have a bunch of fish too. That's why it says Lee's Reptiles and Aquatics. I might be changing my channel name. It might say Lee's Reptiles and Tarantulas or Arachnids. One of the two. This is Ming Ming's cage. Ming Ming's not out right now. A lot of times Ming Ming is underneath this plant right here. That's her favorite den. Trying to figure out what kind of leopard gecko she is, because her coloring's kind of different than Ming Ming. I mean, Ming Ming's coloring is different than Leona's and Daenerys. I think she is definitely different than the other two girls. So I'm gonna be looking that up. I don't think she's just a normal pattern, which they call the high yellow or yellow high or whatever, which is not what they really are called, but you know, that's what they label them as. Leopard geckos. I think she is definitely of a different morph. So I will pull her out later and show you guys, because I will compare her to Daenerys, and she is definitely a different morph. I got her. Where did I get her? Oh, I got her at my pet store. I got her for How much did I pay for her? She was $70. That's right, I paid $70 for her. I got him at my local pet store, which is called That Fish Place. I got him, he was $69. My marble gecko was $69. Daenerys I got for $50. Now, Cersei I paid $44 for. The stat I paid only $20 for. Matoke I paid $89 for. As you can see, the higher prices ones are from my pet store. The lower prices ones are from LL Reptile. Sorry. Look at Clary. You can see her tail. Just sitting there. She's so cute. Ew. I gotta clean her side of her cage again. That's okay. Gives me a reason to go in there and mess with her. She's too cute. Where is he at? So he shoved himself up there. That's Salem. That's my jumping spider. He stuck himself up here in the side of his cup. It's a little enclosure. I'm going to be getting him a custom little cage from Tarantula Cribs, because they have them online. They have these cute little enclosures for spiderlings and spider hatchlings, and for jumping spiders. So I'm gonna get the small treetop canopy, which I'm excited. I don't like how he stuck himself up there though. I don't know how I'm gonna get his fruit flies in there. Thanks, Salem. Salem likes to make things complicated for me at times. But that's my little jumping spider. Can you believe I paid $90 for that tiny little thing? Insane, right? And of course, more betta fish. I have a lot of betta fish. I love betta fish. Betta fish are my favorite fish. There she is. Hello, darling. Someone decided to come down the whole way to say hi to us. There's Clary, more Harley Quinn, crested gecko. She is just too cute. She is growing pretty fast. Trust me, she was a lot tinier when I got her. Hi, baby. What are you doing? She is too cute. Hi, honey. What you doing, babes? She is a little attention seeker. Yep, there she goes. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Mommy will get you out later. Oh. She does that a lot when she wants to come out. Oh, I feel bad. It's like 3:30 in the morning. I will get her out later and we'll play with her later on. But yeah, that's a little miniature room tour with half my pets that are not out and want to be shown. So I will be doing another room tour video when they are actually awake and out, or I'll just pull them out real quick for you guys to see. But I need to get to bed. Like I said, it's like 3:30 in the morning. So I will see you guys later. Say bye, Koya. There's Koya. That is my dragon scale beta. Isn't he beautiful? He's so gorgeous. He's staring at the light from my wax warmer. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow when I do another room tour. Hopefully I will get a better shot of the animals. So have a good night.